Climate means your weather. Here in Newfoundland and Labrador, our climate is, well, it's Newfoundland and Labrador. Le changement climatique est déjà un grand problème, mais maintenant il y a un grand problème. Le réchauffement climatique, aussi appelé réchauffement planétaire ou réchauffement global, est une augmentation de la température pendant plusieurs années sur toute la surface de la planète et dans les océans. Climate change refers to the long-term changes in global temperatures. Climate has changed throughout Earth's long history, but this time it's different. Human activity is causing worldwide temperatures to rise higher and faster than any time we know in the past.
Have you ever seen a greenhouse? In some countries, people build a small glass house to plant their crops in it. It is built to keep the sun's heat from escaping from the glass house. In a way, the Earth is like a greenhouse. The Earth has some very important gases in the atmosphere that keep us warm. Earth's atmosphere keeps much of the sun's energy from escaping into space. This process is called the greenhouse effect. It keeps the planet warm, so life can exist.
What do you notice in this sketch? What do all these activities have in common? They all produce a lot of smoke, fumes, and water vapor. Everything humans have at home or workplace need power to work. And here's a joke. Why did global warming become an archaeologist? Because he wanted to have some fossil fuels. No, seriously. Power comes from burning fossil fuels and other natural sources. The more fuels are burned, the more carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. This means each time your dad drives his car to work, or you turn on an electric appliance, you are adding to the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, therefore causing climate change. Climate change really makes me lose my head. And my body!
Most scientists think that recent warming can't be explained by nature alone. Most scientists say it's very likely that most of the warming since the mid-1900s is due to the burning of coal, oil, and gas. Burning these fuels is how we produce most of the energy that we use every day. This burning adds heat-trapping gases such as carbon dioxide into the air. These gases are called greenhouse gases. Depuis les années 1950, les activités humaines, industrie, transport, agriculture, rejettent des gaz à effet de serre dans l'atmosphère. Maintenant, il y a une grande quantité de produits chimiques dans l'atmosphère, appelé CO2 ou le dioxyde de carbone. Il y a environ 0,5% de CO2 dans l'atmosphère, et ça, c'est beaucoup. Autrefois, c'était 0,1%. Il est généralement libéré par les voitures et les usines. Si nous continuons à libérer le CO2 dans l'atmosphère, le monde finira.
Cet diagramme montre l'augmentation de température moyenne sur la Terre depuis 1000 années en rouge et de la concentration de CO2 dans l'atmosphère en bleu. Earth's average temperature has risen a little more than 1 degree Fahrenheit during the past 100 years or so. The amount may not seem like much, but small changes in Earth's average temperature can lead to big impacts. Ceci, c'est très inquiétant. Certains scientifiques prévoient que si nous faisons rien d'ici 5 à 10 ans, nous pourrons plus rien faire.
Deforestation has also contributed to climate change. Large-scale tree cutting all over the world has resulted in more carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. This is because plants absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere and release oxygen.
Le déboisement a contribué au changement climatique. Un grand nombre d'arbres découpés de tout le monde a un résultat de moins de dioxyde de carbone absorbé. Si on a moins d'arbres, on a moins d'oxygène.
As landscape and habitats literally shift, wildlife must quickly adjust. Experts predict that 1/4 of Earth's species must be headed for extinction for 2050 if the warning trend continues at this current rate.
Climate change is endangering our population of animals. One of the main animals are bees. One kind of bees that we should protect the most are the bumblebees. We should protect the bumblebees because climate change is shrinking their habitats, and without their habitats, they'll die. We do not want bumblebees to die because they pollinate our plants. Le changement climatique fait mal aux abeilles. Les plantes vont en fleurs plus vite que les autres années. Les abeilles n'est pas prêt pour chercher le nectar. Quand ils sont prêts, les plantes font mort et il n'y a pas de nourriture pour les abeilles. Puis il fait mort aussi.
As a result of rising ocean temperatures, coral reefs are suffering. As coral reefs die in the warmer ocean temperatures, plant and fish life that depend on them will become threatened.
Climate change is affecting the world, not in a good way. The sea level is getting too high because the temperatures are getting too hot for icebergs to stay frozen. The Arctic region is warmer than it used to be and will get even warmer. Over the last 30 years, it has warmed more than any other place on Earth. Most scientists agree that the Arctic weather and climate are changing because of human activities. Changes in the Arctic climate are important because it stays like that for the rest of the world. The Arctic region gives off more heat in space than it absorbs from outside, which cools the planet, so changes in the Arctic climate could affect the climate for the rest of the world.
If we compare Antarctica now and Antarctica years ago, there's a massive difference. Scientists have noticed a huge reduction in glaciers over the last 100 years. Glaciers and ice sheets play an important role in the Earth's climate system by keeping the Earth cool. They act as mirrors to reflect a lot of the sun's light back into space. Without them, Earth would be too hot.
In addition of the ice sheets that float in the ocean around Antarctica have become thin. Portions are melting and breaking off. These polar ice caps melt completely. The sea level of the world's oceans will rise by several meters, and low parts of the earth will be flooded, including many cities.
Climate change can cause some pretty extreme weather events. In recent years, there have been increased floods, hurricanes, high winds, and storms due to Earth's changing climate. Where it is hot, it is getting hotter, and where it is cold, it is getting colder.
Climate change means we are at an increased risk of drought, storms, and floods around the world. Where nature has been destroyed by development, countries are at risk from intensified climate patterns.
Why did the woman go outdoors with her purse open? Because she expected some change in the weather. But seriously, climate change is no joking matter.
There are some politicians who deny climate change.
But really, it's huge.
We need to write to leaders and decision makers and ask them to take climate change seriously. Write to your local MHA. They have the power to enact legislation that can make businesses and people more environmentally friendly. Climate change can be very harmful to our environment, but there are also changes you can make to your daily routine. Here are some things you can do. Try bringing a litterless lunch to school. That means only using recyclable containers. Buying items in bulk too also helps cut down on packaging.
You can use cars less and take alternate forms of transportation. Encourage your friends and family to use bikes, scooters, or even walk. Carpooling and taking public transportations is also helpful to reduce carbon emissions. Don't be afraid to share. Also buy local groceries and products to help reduce the amount of trucks on our roads.
Electric cars are also a solution. They save you money.
We can recycle, reduce, and reuse as many items as we can. You can reduce how much you use single-use plastic like spoons, straws, plastic cups, and plastic bags. We have the power to stop climate change, save animals and our world. So are you going to stand around and do nothing or be part of the solution?
We all need to find creative ways to reduce energy consumption. As much as you may find it hard, turn off your electronics when not in use. We can't sit around and do nothing. Spread your knowledge about climate change, inform others on more eco-friendly decisions.